Most of the people never come back to you after they leave your webinar unless you reach out to them. In this video, I'm going to share 6 powerful questions which you should ask your prospect on the call and close them on the call. So let's quickly dive in and look at what are these 6 powerful questions. 6 powerful questions to ask after the webinar. If you can see my mind map, please type yes in the comment box, and I'm going to share a few concepts and 6 powerful questions and then the next steps. Let's look at few concepts. The 80-20 principle applies on webinar. If you have 100 people attending your webinar, 80 people will not buy your product and 20 people will buy your product. So 80-20 rules applies in that proportion. Most of the people are not comfortable sharing their challenges on the webinar. They are confused, they cannot take the decision, they are not in the right frame of mind, and even if they have questions, they are hesitant to ask the questions on the webinar. So these people, they leave your webinar and never ever come back to you. While in reality, they are the ones who need your product the most. How many of you have experienced this? Type I have experience in the comment box. So what you need to do is that we need to get them on one-on-one closing. What is one-on-one closing is that make a list of these 80% who have not come back, who have not bought your product. Reach out to them on a call and close them on a call. What is the way you will be closing these people is through the 6 powerful questions. I'm going to give you 6 powerful questions which you need to ask in exactly the same sequence, which you need to ask with exactly the same wordings, which you need to ask in exactly the same preposition. One caution we need to follow is to apply 80-20 principle on these questions also. What I mean by that is that you will do only 20% of the talking and let the customer talk 80% of the time. If on this particular call you are able to have a conversation where you talk only 20% and your clients talk 80%, you will have high chances of closing this customer by the end of the call. How many of you are excited and how many of you want this particular solution? How many of you want these 6 powerful questions? Type me in the comment box. Let's quickly get into it. What are the 6 powerful questions that you should ask them on the call? The first question you should ask after being on the call is, what did you like the most? Most of the time, your customer knows what is he going through. He may not know the right kind of a solution, but he will pick up the right element from your presentation which are appropriate to solve his problem. Now, he is going to share the same elements with you after you ask him these powerful questions. What did you like the most is the most powerful questions to start the conversation and put him on ease and help him speak. This is where he feels very, very comfortable. By asking this question, you have put him at ease and he is now ready to open up. So the first question is, what did you like the most? Let's come to the second question. The second question you should ask after the webinar is exactly what outcome you want to accomplish. After he has given a glimpse of what he wants, you should ask, and you are drilling him down to give him the exact outcome that he's looking for, the exact solution he's looking for. So you have a very clear picture of what he is into, what state of affair he is into, and what is the change he is looking forward for. So what is the outcome? Now this particular question is a goal-oriented question. This particular question is an output-driven question. In both these questions, he is feeling and he is building that trust wherein he feels that you are genuinely interested in his success, and this question is going to define that character for you. Coming to the third question, the third question you should ask him is, what is the problem and how long you had this problem? This will give you the exact state of affair that he is into. This will give you a glimpse into the struggle and how long he's been struggling with this particular subject, this particular situation, this particular element in his life. So now he feels that he can share everything with you regarding that problem. You need to just take notes, keep your mouth shut, let him do the 80% of talking, you just gather the notes. Here you're going to get exactly what problem he's into, what situation he's into, and what kind of solution is appropriate for him. When you speak 20% of the time, you get 80% of time to think about a solution which is right fit for this particular customer. So great, you have finished 3 questions. Before we go on to the 4th question, I wanted to once again emphasize on this fact is that you need to ask these 6 powerful questions in the same sequence. Do not try to change the sequence. Do not try to alter the wording. If you are not confident on the first go, please practice these questions number of times and then get on the call with your customers. So let's come back to the 4th question now. The 4th question you should ask is, if this discussion helps you achieve everything you could possibly hope, what would that look like? Now you are painting the picture for him. You are putting him into that visualization mode where he's visualizing his success, and he's already started imagining himself in that situation, in that position, in that time, and in that outcome. So this is very powerful, wherein you are defining the exact dream for him, and this is very powerful, which will put him at absolute ease. He feels at this point in time that you are the only person who understands him to this greater depth, and you are the only person who can give him the solution. Let's go to the 5th question. The 5th question you should ask is there anything you and me cannot do it together? Now this is the most powerful question. Why it is most powerful question is that here you are telling him that you are his accountability partner. He is not the only person responsible for his success from now onwards. You are going to be equally responsible for his success. You are going to give him that hand holding. You are going to be that accountability partner for him, and you are going to take him through the ups and downs. You will not leave him till he reaches the finishing line. That's the kind of commitment and intent which you are communicating across to him. So 5 questions altogether will give him that confidence, that trust, that ease, and now he's at a situation where he feels that you understand him much better. You understand him at a much more deeper level. You understand the very color of his problem, and you know exactly what is the solution for what is he facing. And that's a very powerful situation to be in. That's the very powerful situation you have your customer in. The 6th question is a game changer. When you ask the 6 questions, you have only one answer. You have only one answer to come from him, and that is yes. So let's look at what is the 6th question. Do you have any other option with which you can accomplish your goal in 90 days? If the answer to this question is yes, you have to immediately share the payment link with him and get the payment and the commitment from him. If the answer to that question is no, you need to ask him why. Why is he saying no? You need to get the answer as to why he's refusing this, because now you have taken him through everything possible in his life. You have understood his exact situation. You have understood his pain points. You have understood his frustration. You have understood what outcome he's looking at. You have understood, and you have helped him visualize the winning factor. You have helped him with everything. You have given him your accountability. there is nothing now remaining for you to communicate across to him. At this point in time, he has only one option, that is to say yes to your proposition. Just in case he is not comfortable giving him you 100%, let's suppose you have your product at 5,000 rupees, and if he is in a position where he is not able to pay you 5,000 rupees upfront, you don't have to leave him there. So you have to decide on a bare minimum amount, which is not too less, which is not too more, but get a commitment with the payment from him. For example, if your product is 5,000 rupees, you can ask him to transfer 2,000 rupees. If the person is not ready to commit for the reasonable amount of 2,000 rupees, you should be very happy that he is not your customer. By the end of the 6 questions, you will have a absolute clarity whether this customer is your customer or whether this customer is not meant for you. Quickly take that particular decision. If he is your customer, you go ahead with him. If he is not your customer, just thank him for being here and pray for him that he gets a right mentor where he is able to find solution for his problem. Just in case he is saying no, you need to ask him why. You need to ask him why and listen to his answer. If he is not ready to commit to you, even for 2,000 rupees, he is not your customer. But if there is a genuine situation where he is saying no for a genuine cause, then you try to find a solution to that in a reasonable, let's say, periphery. And if you feel he is the right fit, then only take him in the tribe. I've given you the solution to close your prospect on one single call and increase your conversion ratio, increase your profit per webinar. That should give you a great power. That should give you a great confidence that you can change the dynamic of your business. So I believe that you got great powerful 6 questions, great powerful tool in the form of 6 questions if you apply. So I want to emphasize this once again that you need to use these 6 questions in the same sequence that I have told you. You need to use the same question with the same wordings which I have told you. Please memorize this, practice it over and over again. You will not believe the kind of result that you will receive implementing this formula. These were the 6 powerful questions which will exponentially grow your business and give you that great confidence and power. So let's go to the next step. The next step for you is, just in case you have not been a part of my live webinar, I want you to click on the link below and register for my forthcoming webinar, wherein I will be live and I'll see you live in the webinar. Second thing which I wanted to take a note of is that I'm going to share this mind map as a free resource. You can find the link in below this particular video, and you can keep this for your future reference. The third thing which I wanted to do is to join my VIP group, which is here, which is the VIP Facebook group, wherein I share a similar content, wherein I come live to answer your questions and help you succeed on your webinar journey. So thank you so much for being so patient, and I hope you got a lot of powerful value and you will implement every single thing that I have discussed with you on this particular webinar and change the whole dynamic of your webinar. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.